Bryan Health takes the responsibility to lead and to do the things that make everyone better, healthier, and moving forward together. Here's another of our Bryan Health Radio podcast interviews with Melanie Cole.
Bryan Health hosts a community run every October to further their commitment to wellness and mental health. For more information about this event, go to bryanhealth.org/run. This special podcast series is brought to you by Bryan Health and the Kim Foundation. Some people feel that running is intimidating, but once you learn the basics, it's really so easy for everyone to do. My guest today is Lori Borer. She's the owner of Lincoln's Red Dirt Running Company. Welcome to the show, Lori. So how can running be truly for anyone when some people are so intimidated by the fact of running, they're just scared to even get started?
Right. Well, first off, thanks for having me. Yeah, that's a great question, and that's something that we have seen in the store here so much. I wish if in my name of my store I could take running out of it, honestly, because running is truly for everyone anymore, for any lifestyle that you have and that you hold, and any age. If you look around, I would say a lot of the customers that we have that come in the store are of middle age and that are just starting to get into running, and whether it be, or I would say a lot of it is stemmed from their kids starting to run at an earlier age or get involved in different runs. If you look around at a run calendar within your community, there's typically literally 3 to 10 5K races every weekend. And most of them, and this is a trend we're seeing also, are all for different fund, whether it be charities or to promote someone that's needing a little extra money if they're going through something. And that's helping stem people to get involved, whether to run or walk that race. And I think that's kind of why we're seeing more people get involved and start running or walking and realize that they are able to do it no matter what your age or whatever fitness level you're at, you're able to participate in that.
And the Bryan Health Capital City Classic Run is an event for runners, but also for walkers, all ages and all abilities levels. Yes, right. So you don't have to be a runner to enter the Bryan Health Capital City Classic Run. That's
correct. Absolutely not. No, they do a great job of encouraging everyone to be a part of their race, no matter your fitness level.
And if someone does want to start running, what do you advise them to do to get ready for something like the Bryan Health Capital City Classic Run? If they want to run this, how do they get started? How do they get out there and get going right off the bat?
Sure. The Bryan Health Capital City Classic, they have a 5K, a 1 mile kids run, and a 15K new this year. To get started, basically, if you're completely new to running, I always encourage people to start with a run-walk program and start by just walking and then build yourself into running. And in Lincoln, there's many, many opportunities in different places that you can join a particular training class. Or you can go to, like our store, there's many other opportunities to talk to us and get an idea of what it takes to get started into the fitness of running and walking and how to start and how soon to jump up your mileage, things like that. There's many resources out there to help you get started, but definitely want to start with a run-walking approach to it.
What do you tell people about equipment and gear if they want to get started running? Do they need a lot of expensive equipment, and what about shoes?
Sure. Well, that's something I definitely know a lot about, but to get started with running, really the only thing you truly need is a good pair of running shoes. Something that we do a fit process. So we have you come in and we do a scan of the bottom of your feet and look at the shoes or your feet and look at your arches, the width of your feet and your pressure points. And then we have you jump on a treadmill for 10, 15 seconds and look at the way you strike the ground. And that's a huge part of making sure you're in the correct shoe for your foot type and the way that you strike the ground. So, but other than that, honestly, just to get started, that would be the most essential part. As far as clothing and things like that, you literally put a T-shirt and shorts on and you get out the door and go. So it's really not an expensive sport to get into, which is a beautiful thing as well.
Now, what about a person's mental health in a positive way? How can running and exercise affect that and help them to really get that good mental health? Yeah,
and that is a huge part of running and being fit and getting active. And I think why people are learning to really love the sport of running and walking and just being active overall. Running has been proven to help in a number of ways as far as just a person's mental health and no matter where you are in life or what you have going on, I think everyone could use just a little bit of stress relief, and that's exactly what running and just being active can do for you. And I would say at a fairly cheap cost, which is a great thing. It can help boost your positive thoughts and just give you a clearer mind when you're done running, or when you're out running. Sometimes that's my best time of doing all my thinking. It can boost your self-esteem, your confidence level as you're starting to get more fit and more active. You meet friends and you start feeling better about yourself. It gets you outside, and so you may join a running group or get outside it and just be able to enjoy the elements a little bit more and feel better about not being cooped up inside all the time. You're also always inspiring to others as you get going who never thought maybe you would ever start running or walking. You're going to inspire your family and your friends and encourage them to get going and let them know that they can start up anytime as well, and it's very doable. And it's also proven, or I know it's been proven to help in the workforce. There's many companies and different businesses that now encourage their employees to go out for that 10 or 15-minute walk just to stimulate their brain power and their productivity within the workforce. So honestly, I could go on and on about the benefits of just being active and running and walking.
So in the spirit of running being not just a sport for the elite, but really for everyone, do you even recommend that an older person can get involved in running if they've never been a runner before? How do they avoid injury? Can they do a shuffle run? Do they have to do this full-on joggy run? How can they get started?
Yeah, I think the best approach for someone like that is a little bit older but wanting to get active and get moving is to definitely probably first get in touch with their doctor and their care provider and visit with them and tell them, that they are wanting to do a little bit more and get involved with the running and walking. And then from there, obviously get the right gear as far as shoes and make sure they're good on that end. Start slowly, visit with a professional or, someone as far as like at a running store like we provide here at Red Dirt on how to get started and the best approach to take and what commitment as far as time each day they should commit to. Another huge approach I would take along with running or walking is cross-training and making sure they aren't just running or walking but also doing some other type of activity to counteract the other muscles that they won't be using just to stay healthy and keep everything balanced out within as they get going in their body and just helps prevent injuries overall, but definitely still doable for anyone at any age if you approach it in the right way.
Lori, when do you want people to stretch? If they're getting ready to go out on a training run, do you like them to stretch before, during, after, or all three?
Absolutely. It's usually what we have here in our training classes. We have them go out for a half mile or a mile jog and then come back to us. And that's typically when we stretch our muscles once they're warmed up a little bit. And then, of course, after our workouts, we will have them stretch one more time and just make sure everything is nice and loosened up. So definitely don't want to stretch cold muscles. So that's why we do that first half mile to a mile warm up, and then we'll do some stretching and then do our workout. And then after our cool down, we'll stretch one more time.
So give us your best advice about running and everyone getting involved in the Bryan Health Capital City Classic Run. Just tell everybody what you want them to know.
Yeah, my best advice would be to not be afraid to sign up, I guess, and to sign up and know that they're doing something for themselves, and it will lead to something that I think they would be surprised with. I know many people that come into my store, a question we get asked is, how do we stay motivated? And a great way to stay motivated is to sign up for some races and to continually keep yourself excited about the next event that you have coming up, because that's where people tend to get lost, is if they don't have something to look forward to, and that's just our nature. That's just how we're wired. So that would be my advice on anyone thinking about doing this race or getting moving again, is to get involved and sign up for a local race in our community.
Thank you so much for being with us today. You're listening to Bryan Health Radio, and if you'd like to learn more about healthy living, you can go to bryanhealth.org. That's bryanhealth.org. This is Melanie Cole. Thanks so much for listening.